Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. Ha! Let's start the show. Hey,
what's up?
Hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. I'm your co-host, Doug Bennett.
Breaking news! I'm your other co-host, Seth Nacho. And, yes, I'm your other co-host. What's going on, guys? How we doing today? What is up? Welcome back to the studio after that Reddit episode.
Indeed. Recorded right after the Reddit episode.
Yeah.
It's been a full month since he and I have actually seen. By the time you're listening to this,
yeah, when this comes out, Doug and I will have had our 10-month vacation, where we went on a cruise, then we went skydiving, then we went skiing, and then we went back to the cruise, and then...
Yeah, oh, I mean, doing something like that, it would be following in the footsteps of the greatest podcasters of all time. What they used to do every year was they would rent a cabin for like a month in the winter, and then they would record 6 months worth of episodes and do all the vacation stuff. And that way they just would only have to worry about uploading it.
Wow, that's what they did, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Caused a lot of problems with their advertisers, though.
I'm
Which
sure.
wouldn't be a problem for us. Unless you out there want to, we're open to almost any advertising deal.
I love hitting monthly deadlines.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Even you could get really creative with it. Like, for example, the advertisement could be for our toes.
Okay, alright, we're stopping there. We're cutting that one off right there.
I'm just saying, $1,500 each. Daddy wants a PC. If he's got to sell his toes to get a PC.
Oh my god. Daddy wants a PC indeed, apparently. Oh man, speaking of toes, dude. I was showing you a clip before this that wasn't going to work for our Spotify premium exclusive content. Exclusive premium exclusive, whatever. Go check it out. Because holy crap, it's very accurate. I was showing you a clip of that comedian talking about when bad things happen to women, it's not cool. But when bad things happen to men, So he's like, you two are a couple? He's like, if I offered to suck her toes, you'd probably beat me up or whatever, right? But if I said I wanted to suck your toes, sir, what's she gonna do about it? It was like, yeah, everyone in the room is gonna want me to suck your toes, dude. Look, that guy's telling me to do it. Like, it was very silly.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't want me to do it, right? And the guy was like, no. And then he kind of gave him the, well, maybe.
No. I would hate that.
Please don't do that. Oh, no. Yeah, so that was pretty silly.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, on this show, we don't really have defined segments, but we have sort of gotten a new defined segment, the Gaming News Corner.
Yeah, so if you come here for all your hot gaming updates, we like to get that out of the way before we get into boring stuff like world events and like new laws that have passed that might affect your life directly. Here on this show, we prioritize the important things.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep viewer retention, bro. Everybody knows that people that listen to us love gaming news.
Indeed. Even though only half the show is gamers, but it's okay, we know that.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Get a load of this guy. Go ahead.
Well, I thought you had... So I like doing... We talked about this. You have game-specific news. I have games industry news.
Oh, regular schmegular gaming news. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I just feel like it's better to go games first and then industry. Unless you want to go industry, then games.
I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. So, 2 big games came out that crossed my radar, although I don't know how recently they were. One of them came out this week. One of them might have came out the week before. I don't remember. Let's start with the one that is least exciting. Mouse PI for Hire, or something like that. Have you seen this game?
Yeah. And I don't know why you would say least exciting.
It's least exciting to me. It's subjective. It's like my opinion. You seen that one with the girl?
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Yeah.
It's least exciting to me because it looks boring. But yeah, to me.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I'd rather play Doom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely not pushing any boundaries in terms of like the genre.
It literally stole everything from other games.
Okay, well, everything is always stolen from everything else.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Cuphead invented it. Mouse PI for Hire used it from Cuphead.
That's so deeply incorrect.
They took their overworld.
Everything about Cuphead is ripped off from other things.
Not the overworld.
The gameplay segments are ripped off from Mega Man. The overworld is ripped off from Super Mario on the NES. Just because you can move non-linearly between the individual worlds you go to doesn't mean that you're not just going node to node like you were in the Super Mario World map.
You know what? You might have a point. But that's not Super Mario, so you're wrong. It's Super Mario Brothers 3 you're thinking of. Bitch.
Well, no.
Come correct.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. The original Super Mario Brothers had no overworld.
Yeah. Well, I mean, SMB3 and Super Mario World for
Super Mario World, but Super Mario Brothers 3 was the first to do it.
Yeah. Well, SMB3 and Super Mario World had similar, like, it was the continuation in the franchise of like, oh, this overworld worked for our game, let's use it again.
Cuphead copied Mario. They took the overworld from Mario. I love Bob on Field. Look, man, look. I guess if you think about it that way, I guess. Because then you could also say Expedition 33 copied Mario with their overworld.
True. I mean, their bigger copy to me
Would it be like Final Fantasy?
No, I was going to say Persona 5.
No. I'm talking about the overworld.
Okay. Well, I'm also talking about the gameplay.
Well, yeah. Well, if we're talking about gameplay, Mouse PI for Hire copies do. Or like Quake or something.
It's a boomer shooter.
Why are you calling it a boomer shooter?
That's what the genre is called. Fun fact, it's not actually because boomers played them. It goes back to like the Quake and Doom being the first 2 boomer shooters. The best weapons in those games, the way you could frag out the hardest, using things like rocket launchers. You could even, use the rocket launcher to pull off like skips in levels, rocket jumping, a classic tech. So boomer shooter, it refers to like the fast-paced frenetic gameplay that's based around high-powered weaponry. Modern boomer shooters, stuff like Mouse PI for Hire, I'm thinking of like Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. They don't lean as much into like the mechanics of the gameplay, but they also do certain things like they do emphasize speed and they don't allow you to ADS. So there are trappings of the genre there, but
yeah. Well, Mouse PI for Hire is like set like noir themed, black and white, cartoon cartoon mice,
Mies, if you will.
and you kill everybody. And yet you're like this like noir detective. So it's just it's very, what's the word? Like it's very like,
You're saying there's ludonarrative dissonance.
yeah, but that's you don't say such a big word. Dissonance is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but what kind of dissonance? Because it's not cognitive dissonance, okay? You're saying there's a contrast between we expect a detective to be a good guy, and yet he's going around killing everyone.
Yeah, an entire police station.
And it's still trying to.
He's really just a murderer.
And they're still trying to make him be a good guy. So it's a narrative dissonance where it's a ludonarrative dissonance. this, brother.
That's what the
watch
guy-
one video essay.
That's what the guy said in the review on IGN, and Asmongold called him a cuck.
Well,
Not
that's
really
also
cuck.
true. All games journalists deserve to be bullied to their death.
Well,
In Minecraft.
I do agree, though. Okay, well, I do agree that the game it doesn't make sense, but I mean, it's just a bunch of copies of other stuff, and if you're into that, it's great. You know, more slot for you. But I would say it's not worth getting, personally.
I'm sure it'll go on sale someday, and that's fine. But I do feel like, despite being like there can be value in something being a pastiche. Collage is its own form of art, and so just because all of its constituent elements can be traced back to an origin of like very clear reference, it doesn't make necessarily the new whole merely a mockery.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's just stuff that like I would just be like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've seen this, it's been here, done that.
I can certainly agree that it's nothing we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Do it. It's the same soup. Do I really want to eat the same soup again?
Yes. You love the same soup.
No, I actually don't respect soup at all.
You eat tomato bisque every day.
Only with grilled cheese.
Every day.
And it is really not about the bisque at that point. It's more about the grilled cheese.
No, you love the tomato bisque. You slurp it up like a little hungry child in Africa.
There he goes again, talking about slurping children. Suthy Seth is back on the menu.
That is not yours.
Wow, I can't believe it actually, because this is what he always does.
You would turn this into a personal attack, you straw-manning piece of shit. You already know that we are not talking about, we're talking about the way you like soup, or the way you enjoy soup, the way you fucking pig out on some soup.
You say personal attack like it's a bad thing, but I've dug P.A. Bennett, and that doesn't stand for Philadelphia.
The PA stands for...
Personal attack.
Oh, I was gonna say, personally, I love tomato bisque a lot.
No, it stands for I'm trying to knock you down a peg, and I'll do it real dirty. I'm a bad guy, we all know this. Some say I'm the baddest. I'd say I'm the baddest.
The baddest of them all. If you make my money, then I don't fuck with y'all. Anyway, so Mouse PI for Hire, I give it. But I mean, it's really not that bad actually. But it's like, it's in terms of me wanting to play it.
It's a shrug out of 10. Like,
But like, it's well done. It's very well made.
Yeah. You're gonna change your tune when it comes on to PS Plus. I'll tell you that right now.
Second, the good game that came out.
Oh.
Pragmata. You seen this?
Okay.
Capcom.
Here he is. First he's talking about slurping children, and now he wants to play the little girl game.
It's not a little girl game. It's for grown men.
It's the little girl game.
It's for grown men.
Where you chase around a little girl with grabby hands.
What the fuck kind of game are you playing?
That's clips from the game.
That's not the experience I had while watching someone else play it.
She says, I made you a picture, and then you say, come here, little girl.
Relax. Relax.
This is a good game, according to Sassy said.
It looks like a good game, and looks like something new. You have to hack every enemy and find their weak points. It's set in space, kind of like in the sci-fi. The maps are huge. The graphics look great. The details look good. The little girl is less annoying than Metroid Prime Mackenzie guy.
Plus, she's not even actually a little girl. She's the construct of the creator downloaded into a robotic body.
It's something like that. Like, she's not actually like a real little girl. She obviously can breathe in space. She's fine. The main character wears a helmet. She's just like hanging out. So obviously she's cool. But yeah, like, it's kind of funny. Like the robots kind of remind me of iRobot. You remember that movie? How they look like kind of weird looking. They have like the human looking uncanny valley face.
Yeah.
Some of the enemy robots in this game kind of look like that. But I feel like that this game, I haven't played it. I watched a review of it kind of, and it looks really good. It looks like something I would actually enjoy playing. It's not an RPG per se. I mean, it is, but it's not like like that whole fucking Crimson Desert and like Oblivion. It's more like like a set storyline.
It's like Dead Space if the gameplay was focused around hacking instead of dismemberment. Because the gimmick in Dead Space was dismembering the enemies, whereas the gimmick in this game, also a third-person shooter, you're doing the hacking thing instead.
Yeah, and I don't think it's quite as horror as Dead Space.
Well, I'm talking merely about mechanics here.
Sure. I don't know what my car has to do with anything here, but yeah. Mechanics? Okay, anyway. Look, all I'm saying is Pragmata looks pretty good. There's a lot of controversy online about this one too. Mouse PI for hire, ludonarrative dissonance. This one, oh my god, it's okay to be a father? It's okay to want to be a father?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It's just another, in the long march of modern feminism has nothing left to do, right? There is, the first they got regular equality, like straight up legal equality, full female personhood, all that good stuff. Stuff that honestly is hard to make an argument against. If you're making an argument against it, you probably have a very specific and narrow worldview. And spoiler alert, in a world of 8-something billion people, I don't think you're going to get enough of them to join along. Like, you're going to have to live in a very insular, isolated community to do that. So that's fine. But once you get that, where does feminism go? Like, you have all the equality, you have all the opportunities, you have nothing left to do except pretend that men are, like, defective versions of women. And so anything a man might do positively actually has to be subverted into, that's bad, actually. We have to insist that men don't want to be fathers. We have to insist that men somehow lack the ability to care about people or to care for another person in a protective and caretaking manner. And so, yeah, a lot of people are just like, I saw one really insane take was like, this is unrealistic because no man is actually inspired to take care of his offspring. So it's unrealistic that this main character would be like, oh, this little girl, I must take care of her because no man would ever do that.
You have like that motherly instinct or whatever, but like instead of be a fatherly instinct, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're insane.
As a parental, taking care of children, I think that's in most people a parental drive. Distinct from, like, there's different ways to do it. The two modalities are maternal and paternal. But that's why it's a classic. That's why the mother-father dynamic is the classic dynamic for parenting, because it's a big Venn diagram of there's things moms do better, there's things dads do better, but they share in common. It's important to protect and take care of your children. And, whatever wave of feminism we're on has gone so far afield that they basically don't even consider men people, which is crazy because most of the guys I know totally think women are people. But there's nowhere else. I can't put a bow on this one.
Most of the guys is crazy. Anyway, the game itself looks really good. And I feel like this is one you should check out. It gets a yippee from me.
Heck yeah. Pretty good out of 10.
Both of these are single-player games, though, so we can't complain about Marathon on this one.
Yeah.
Doug, what's the industry news that you're holding out on me for?
Yeah, so
you've been holding out on me so hard.
Yeah, industry.
Like, this is where you're at me. You've been holding my hand. You've been leading me to it, and you said, "Fuck you, get out of here. You're not allowed to know this yet." And I didn't like that.
Okay.
It made me feel like you couldn't trust me.
Well, I wanted just to get a little bit into this because you're going to hate it no matter what.
Is this the personal attack, Doug Bennett, coming at me again?
Yeah, Doug PA. This does relate to you as a Sony, as a PlayStation gamer. Starting as of this weekend, once you purchase a license for a game with Sony, if you don't activate that software every 30 days, your license gets revoked, and you no longer have that game. So we've already gotten to this point, especially with digital ownership, that they're being very clear about you're just purchasing a license for this software. But now they've gone the extra step and been like, Newly purchased digital games now need to connect to the PS network every 30 days to verify the license. If the console stays offline for more than 30 days, the game may stop working until an internet connection is made. Anything that you've purchased before this isn't subjected to this restriction, but...
Okay, you made it sound a lot worse, but yeah, okay.
I mean, I see where it's going. I did
The console needs to be connected to the internet, and if it's connected to the internet, it'll automatically renew the license for you. You don't have to like play the game every 30 days. You made it sound like if you don't log into Fortnite every 30 days.
Well, that wouldn't apply because everybody already has, and it's also free. But
like, imagine we're talking about like Skyrim.
Yeah.
If you had to log into Skyrim every 30 days, even after you beat it, otherwise you have to buy it again. Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
I mean,
what you're saying though is that if the console, like, let's say you just get tired of playing games, you're no longer a gamer. You step out in the real world, and you play the real game, life, and you come back 50 days later, and you're like, hey, maybe I do want to play Skyrim, and it pops up, and it's like, sorry, you ran out of your license. But in reality, what would happen is you'd restart your console, it would connect to the internet, and go, oh wait, yeah, it is updated now. You're good.
Okay, but
I think is what I'm understanding.
So, what do you think happens when they realize that people will tolerate this, and they can actually make it more restrictive? And if people are gonna tolerate this, they're probably gonna tolerate having to rebuy games.
Well, that would be horrible. If you had to rebuy a game, that's horrible. But like, I do get it though. Like, it's bad because like if you're offline, like you don't have internet, you can't play, and it's like a game that doesn't even need the internet.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
So
I get that. That's annoying. That's terrible. But you made it sound worse to me. I was thinking, oh my god, I have to rebuy every game like every time I want to fucking. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, there's definitely potential there.
Games cost too much for that. If they bring the price down to like $10, then yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you.
What?
But you're gonna have to monologue for a little bit.
What's wrong?
I will be right back.
What's up? You okay?
You guys have to hit the head.
Wow.
So soon, I'm hydrated.
You're great. You're really good at this whole podcast thing, huh?
And you can handle it.
Okay.
You got this. Folks, you got this.
Your head was cut off there. This is ridiculous. Can you believe that Doug Bennett would make me do this kind of thing? Look, the Sony thing, I wonder what Xbox is doing with this, because like Sony's got PlayStation Plus or whatever it's called, and then Xbox has Xbox Live. What about Steam? Are they going to make you do this? Can you play a game on Steam without being connected to the internet? I mean, yeah, if you have it downloaded, right? So it seems a lot worse than it really is, I feel like. I feel like it's not as bad, but it would suck. Cause so if you buy a game, like after this policy goes into effect, and it's like a single player game, but you want to play it offline, because his internet's down or whatever, and you can't, that would really suck. But that's only every 30 days, so, and who doesn't have internet these days? We live in third world. What kind of conditions you don't have access to the internet, yet you have a PlayStation? What's going on?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, it's every 30 days. So like even if your internet stops working or whatever for like a day or two, you can still play the game just fine. It's just every 30 days you have to have internet. And who doesn't have internet?
Well, I mean, I think the real thing is that...
Is there a homeless guy with the PlayStation Portable hooked up to your PlayStation that he's playing?
Well, this sets an industry precedent, but it's not like it matters for people with PlayStations, because it doesn't have games anyway.
Right here. You heard it here. You heard it right here from this guy. There you go. Go after him in the comments. Personally attack him.
You ever notice how whenever somebody posts a picture of their PS5, like I just got my PS5, notice what they didn't buy? Games.
I really thought you were gonna say Notice whenever somebody posts a picture of their toes. Notice what happens in their bank account. $1,500. Hey, do you think it's about that time?
I do think I do, yeah.
Guys, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Doug is ready for a question.
Give me a big question.
He's trying not to be dumb and gay. Would you, like, where you are right now?
Mm-hmm.
So you stay in the same spot you're at, geologically, or geographically, sorry.
Okay.
Would you rather go back 200 years or 2,000 years?
200 for sure. Yeah. That's easy mode, actually. That's like, it'd be so easy to get a life together and get going. Let's see. I forget which shipping line exactly it would be that comes to this area of the country. Snow. Spoilers, I guess, if you somehow are on this first episode. If this is your first episode, we're Americans, okay? But
Yeah.
a big thing in our region of America was the shipping of like cotton and sugarcane. So it would not be hard at all to get on one of those lines and sort of be a seaman.
On the poop deck?
Yeah, I mean, I'd swab it for sure.
You swag hobbling, horn swaggling. Look, man.
But whereas if you go back 2,000 years, nothing was going on in this part of the world 2,000 years ago. Okay?
I mean, something.
Also, you gotta think
Do you
about
think
it.
there were Native American Indians here?
I'm 31 years old. In the 2000, Jesus is just about to die, and I'm, 9,000 miles away. Nothing going on in this part of the world. I mean, I'm making it like 3-4 years tops before dying of natural causes. Okay, the alligators used to be way bigger. Whereas, at 31 years old, if I get on with a shipping company, I could probably get a good 15 years of sailing.
Dude, see, this is what you're not considering. Ancient Jews built boats and sailed to America.
Okay, well,
All that happened here.
Well,
Jesus was here.
Those weren't.
Think about it.
Those weren't really Jews when you think about it. Those were Mormons. That's in the Golden Tablets, brother.
Yeah, the Golden Tablets told me so.
But no, for sure, only 200 years.
That's what you'd pick.
Yeah. And,
Alright, what if it was 4,000 years back? Would it be an ocean where we are? I don't know how far back that goes.
I mean, do I get to be a dinosaur? Can we shush this up a little
In the
bit?
dinosaur times, you're still a human.
Fuck.
You get eaten.
Fuck.
People were asking, like, would you rather go to slave times or dinosaur times? And I was like, bro, think about it, dude. Dinosaur times, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Instantly. Our ancestors during dinosaur times were like little monkey, mammal, whatevers that hid in the ground, that burrowed.
That's okay if you believe that.
That's who survived the asteroid. If you believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't begrudge anyone their beliefs, but no, slave times is way more obvious. I think of how many people who would have to be my friends.
Ah! I have my own version of chat. Guys, you say W now? Say W now?
Yeah.
Do some 07s. I'm like, I can't really play a video game. I'm like drawing a stick on the ground.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look, I'm shooting this guy.
No. You're doing like a ball in a cup.
I'm doing hoop and a stick.
Yeah.
Ball in a cup, hoop and a stick. Guys, look at my skills.
Just jumping rope.
They're going, be my friend. That's actually so fucked up.
One of them has a baby, and you say, "Oh, thanks for the gifted." It's another subscriber right
They
there.
were the gifted sub chat.
Oh wow, that's good.
That's good and also terrible.
Very good.
That's good and terrible. Oh man. I was just thinking though, in slave times, at least like you could be a person and like actually have a livelihood and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because if you go back to dinosaur times, you're just getting fucked up. You're just dying.
You know, for how dark that riff was. Let me point out that the very first thing I thought of was a very honest trade. I go back 200 years and I'm like, yeah, I'll work the shipping line.
No, yeah, I got you. I don't know what I would
We all
do.
know what you would do.
I don't know what I would do.
Well, we all know, so it goes without saying.
I don't know. I don't know what we all know is, but I don't know. What I'm saying is, I don't know that whatever you know, I don't know, which means you don't know anything.
Well, that's incorrect.
Ludonarrative dissonance right here, guys.
Guys, he's trying to pretend like he wouldn't be a cook.
Okay. I don't know. I'd be a businessman.
I've seen you.
Whatever that means.
I don't know if I like the implication
I'd
there.
start a business. Whatever business that is.
Yeah. What are you trying to say about yourself?
Don't know. I don't. Being a businessman can mean a lot of things. Maybe I'd sell broilers or boilers.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, shoot. If you sold boilers, you'd be set up pretty well for the beginnings of the industrial rail system.
Exactly. Think ahead.
You know.
Anyway, that was a fun little question that you just shit on. I'd rather go back 200 years, not 2,000 years. That's a pretty obvious answer.
I ain't shit on anything. And when I say obvious, I mean for me, a guy like me, and also you tied it to geographical location.
Yeah, I did.
So, you know, if I had the ability to go anywhere 2,000 years ago, honestly, Palestine, pretty sick option just to be there for that moment in history.
Why'd you call it that? That's not what it was called back then.
Yeah, it's fuck if I care. I don't live then.
I think it was called Judea.
Either way.
Is that what the Romans called it?
But who cares what the Romans call it? I'm not a Roman.
I think you are.
I'm not in Rome, so I don't have to do what Romans do.
I think you are. Okay, that was pretty good. I like that. Fuck whatever the Romans are doing. I'm not there. I don't care.
Yeah. But then the other...
Not my chair, not my problem.
The other... Make him call him Mr. Walkway, walking down the walkway. Drinking from cups. What a classic reference. Very good. But 2,000 years ago, that was right around when China was inventing noodles. So, you know, that's my top two. Roman Judea and China.
China invented noodles, so Italy got them later?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They actually didn't have noodles until Columbus went up there, came back.
Marco Polo?
Whichever.
I don't think it was. Columbus went the other way.
They're fucking all Italians. Like,
Columbus was Spanish!
he was spiritually Italian.
He might have been Italian, but he worked for Spain.
He worked for Portugal.
Worked for Spain.
Queen Isabel, Portugal.
Spain. That's Spain.
Oh my god. Which country did Columbus sail?
Guys,
for?
ratio him in the comments. Notice how he's gone quiet.
You know what? When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Doctor.
Doctor.
Very good.
I don't remember his nationality though, but I know he worked for Spain.
Anyway, so it was definitely Marco Polo though.
Yeah. Marco Polo's the one doing like what was that called? The Silk Road?
Silk Road.
He was the one on that stuff.
But he, the noodle that he brought back from China, most similar to what we know of as like vermicelli. And then from there, the Italians went, bibbidi bobbidi. We flatten the flour. We make it a shape.
By the way, pasta. Someone was telling me I could like make pasta without one of those special machines.
Sure.
Like there's like the attachments you put on your mixing bowl, you know. They were telling me I could just cut it.
Yeah.
With a knife. I was like, fuck that, dude. I need the machine.
I mean,
You want me to make boo-boo pasta for you? No.
it really just depends. Like, if you're gonna be making so much pasta, a machine might be better off for you. But if you're the kind of guy like, yeah, every couple of months I'll bust out some linguine. Just use a knife.
I don't know, man.
Anyway,
I
so
buy boxes of pasta. Go
right.
ahead, buddy. You got a question for me, don't you?
yeah. It's a hypothetical. It's also a little bit of an IQ test. But I think it would be very interesting.
A classic Doug B. hypothetical.
Yeah. So everybody in the world, this is how this goes. Everybody in the world is going to be taking a private vote. Okay, private vote. Nobody knows what your choice was at the end of it. But there's a red button and a blue button in this vote. Okay. If more than 50,
I saw this on Twitter.
If more than 50% of people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% of the people press the blue button, only the people who pressed red survives. So what do you press?
Game theory says the red button.
Not even just game theory. It's objectively correct. Okay. The blue button is a suicide button, and the red button is the I don't want to kill myself button.
If you press red, you stay alive no matter what.
Correct.
If you press blue, you only stay alive if half the world presses blue.
Yeah.
So red is objectively correct.
Yeah.
But blue is pretty fun. I might die. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, like another way to think of this is just like you're standing in front of a blender. Okay? Everybody's standing in front of a giant blender. And if you walk into that blender, you get locked in there. And the blender's going to go off unless more than 50% of people walk into the giant blender too. I feel like that makes it way more obvious than just a button press. But I don't know. I mean, so I take it that you agree that the correct thing to do is always to press red.
Yeah, game theory says press red.
I don't care what game theory says. I care what Seth Nacho says.
And that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Yeah, dude. I think red is the objectively correct one. But I might press blue.
Why?
You already said it yourself. What's the blue button?
The kill myself button. Shit. That's dark. Guys, if you out there are struggling like Seth Nacho is, Logic did this whole gay-ass song about a number you can call. They might have changed the number by now because the song was so gay.
I haven't thought about that guy in years. Oh my god. It's like thinking about G-Eazy.
Oh my god.
God.
That's like thinking about Hoodie Allen.
Oh god! Oh no! Is that like thinking about Tech 9?
No, I don't think it's quite as bad as thinking about Tech 9.
That's like thinking about, what's that streamer guy that sucks? Tectone?
No, Tectone rules.
Oh, he sucks, dude.
No, Tectone's awesome.
Miserable watch.
No, very cool guy.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, I don't know. I've never watched his stream. He's a great follow on Twitter.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched this. I watched clips and I go, ugh, cringe.
But
I love other people, but he's just a little too much.
well, I mean, the problem with Tectone, really, from what I can tell, is like he's just been getting like constantly bullied and harassed for the past 5 years. So all of the content available to watch of his is just be like, no, I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get my mine back. I'm gonna totally expose everybody. All these, and I'm pretty sure he also uses a lot of gamer words. So
He's a gamer for sure.
yeah, he's been on the warpath. I will admit that. Like, not that kind of thing. Not easy to watch, but
Yeah, did you press the red button?
obviously.
It looks like you pressed the blue one.
No, you can see in here, there's a check mark next to the red. But the poll, the outcome of this guy's poll was that blue won. So
How much?
it was a 42 to 58.
50% did it, thank God.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, they'd all be dead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good either way. Like, it's, I don't know. I feel like the average blue presser is, I don't know. There's something very narcissistic about the average blue presser. I get where you're coming from, like the nihilistic. Let's go gambling. that I can respect that motive for pressing blue.
Let's go gambling.
But like the average,
dang it!
the average blue presser is just like, I'm gonna be part of saving everybody because everybody else is too stupid and selfish to figure out that red is the correct choice. I'm gonna be a hero. Like, no, shut up. Like, if you think about it for literally 5 seconds, you realize that no matter what happens, I'm okay if I press red. All that has to happen for
Honestly, it's a bad hypothetical.
Yeah.
Because like they gave you a get out of jail free card button.
Yeah.
It just shows who's dumb.
Exactly.
It just outs the dummies.
Yeah. This would be like if the trolley problem
Was like kill 5 people or kill no one.
Yeah.
And like it was like
obviously I pulled the kill no one lever.
Yeah, but if you kill 5 people, if enough people choose that, then
Yeah. If enough people want to kill 5 people, then actually only one person dies. Well, that would be technically less deaths, so I think we all have to choose to kill 5 people.
yeah, or we could just choose the kill no one button.
Yeah. How about that? When you think about it, it's more moral to choose to kill 5 people, because if we all kill 5 people...
Yeah, think about it, because if we do that, then, I mean,
It's like-
no one else has to die.
It's like, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself?
Oh, you know what? No, I know what it is. It's like if you chose to either you're on the rail or there's no one on the rail, and
Yeah.
you're just like, kill me, kill me. Look, if I die a million times, then
Jesus.
Okay.
Fucking fantastic.
All right, why don't you talk us into some current events, buddy?
All right. Well, turns out every iPhone is an Israeli spy device.
Oh yeah, how so?
Yeah. So this is coming out in the aftermath of Hungary and Turkey banning Apple phones from their country.
Hungary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's both what I am right now and a country. But, so China, Indonesia, and Russia were able to confirm, and this is mostly by way of China since the iPhone factories, Foxconn, are in Shenzhen, China. But they confirmed that Israel installed unremovable, quote, spyware and spy chips in mobile phones assembled at Honhai Foxconn.
How would China know that?
Well, you think about
Israel and China aren't cool.
Well, China knows everything that happens industry-wise inside of their countries.
They know everything that happens industry-wise in every country.
In a way.
They got a lot of spies.
So.
Goodbye, Florida oranges.
Yeah. Me, do I care personally? No. Am I going to keep using Apple products? Yeah, I am. I'm fully captured.
Do you remember when BB had his like UN address done to every phone or whatever? Like even the Palestinian phones. You remember that?
It was in a specific geofenced area, but
But he probably used this stuff.
yeah. So.
But he didn't do it to everyone worldwide, at least. Thank goodness.
Yeah. I mean, they would be giving the game away too quick.
Imagine if you were just like trying to like jerk off or something or watch TikTok, and all of a sudden BB's face showed up on your thing, and that's why we must protect Israel.
Damn it! I was about to come for love. Now I'm coming for hate.
I was gonna give up jerking for good. Now I jerk for evil.
This was a lust boner. Now it's full of rage. Ugh. More like BB nutting you. More like BB nutting on you.
Nutting on you. Nutting on you, girl.
Get the second phone out to film the BB cum tribute.
Why do you have 2 phones? Are you Kevin Gates?
Yeah.
Do you think Kevin Gates has 2 iPhones, or do you think he's got a burner phone that's like a flip phone or something?
That's a good question.
Did BB
But, I mean,
install
like,
spyware in the
being a rapper is very iPhone coded. I feel like it's not a lot of rappers on Androids. Unless they're specifically a drug rapper, in which case it's not even androids. They're getting the Nextel burners.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And those have spyware in them too. That's just for
yeah, but
just for Colombia.
I honestly, it's not like I'm deep on Kevin Gates' career, but I think by the time Two Phones came out, he was already an established rapper.
There were definitely 2 iPhones.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Just one's like an iPhone like 8, and one's like the newest one.
But yeah, to me, the real interesting thing about this, about Israel being so tapped into the manufacturing of iPhones, is people really only talked about this as news because the same thing happened in the same week, where Apple Maps deleted the majority of their data for Lebanon to make it just look like an empty territory. That's pretty suspicious. Why are you clearing out all those addresses?
But Apple would never do that for the Gulf of Mexico. They would never put Gulf of America on their map.
They did. I'm pretty sure it's that way right now.
Oh, I was just trying to make a haha funny, but okay.
Yeah, well, now I gotta check it.
Oh my God.
Gulf of America.
Really? Would you look at that?
You know what? I'm okay with that. Erase Lebanon. I have the Gulf of America.
I figured Apple would be super lefty and be like, no, whatever Orange Man says is bad. And yet they'd be like, oh, yes, Israel, we got you. Yes, sir. No Lebanon.
Well, I mean, Gulf of America.
They get rid of Beirut?
Probably not, because that's like, there's Beirut's a little too important for that.
That's the capital. Yeah.
We're talking about like villages and people that can be easily forgotten. Were they even there at all? I don't know.
I feel like this is a real X-Files moment.
But so that was interesting.
Yeah, weird that Israel's installing shit on your phone.
Yeah, I mean,
BB, can you hear me? I'm thinking about ordering pizza. What kind of pizza should I get?
Yeah.
Pepperoni?
I mean, we basically officially live in the ZEC, so it's not that surprising. It's not that concerning.
Thank goodness Google's not compromised, am I right? And then Google's compromised because it's been hacked by India.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Very good.
Oh,
very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Do not say anything bad about... Then it just pops up shit about why Pakistan's bad.
Fuck you, bloody Pakistani. You're telling bloody Pakistani lies, you bloody bastard. Bad, bloody bastard, bad man.
Just talking shit about Pakistan, and you're like, bro, why does my phone hate Pakistan so much?
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like that dovetails, like, all that kind of stuff really just, it speaks to everything being so fake and gay. There's another thing, a major thing that's fake and gay that came out. Pretty bombshell news, actually.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Southern Poverty Law Center?
Oh, yeah, I remember. I forgot about it, and then you're reminding me of it. Yeah, they came out with how they, have been, setting shit up. Alex Jones called them out forever ago.
Yeah.
Remember that? With the tiki torch, whatever?
Alex Jones' perfect example of being punished for being right too early. When you're right too early, you sound wrong, you sound crazy, and, not that it makes up for anything, but this is vindicative. For those of you out there who don't know what the Southern Poverty Law Center is, they're like a sort of civil rights activist NGO, heavily left-leaning. Really, and we're not going to get into this today, but really at the root of it is the explicitly anti-white organization, which we shouldn't be supporting any group that's anti any race. If your ideology is motivated by being anti an ethnicity, that's bad. Let me just say that. But they've been officially indicted by the federal government, the FBI, the Justice Department, because it turns out that this civil rights advocacy NGO, the donations, the money that they've been taking in, because there's not enough hate crimes, because there's not enough racially motivated crime happening, they're like, how do we use this donation money to fund hate groups? They've been funneling hundreds of thousands of dollars into the Ku Klux Klan and the Aryan Brotherhood, and to
what?
they paid for the Charlottesville riot to happen.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Which, you know, we all remember that one. We're not going to get into it too much, but you know, there was elements of that. We've talked about it before, like the whole, you know,
There was good people on both sides
of the argument for leaving Confederate monuments up. But
that's not what he said.
that is directly. We've talked about that hoax on
He
the show.
said there's good people on both sides.
Of the conversation about, like, do we leave Confederate monuments up?
No, he said there's good people on both sides. To my left and to my right, they're both good people.
Anyway,
I'm trying to come up with a joke, all right?
you know, I saw what you were doing, and I was like, oh, I missed that there. So the anyway was getting me out of it, not getting away from.
What I'm saying is that. I mean, they said they funded it. I think they're supposed to be like actors or something, or like they hired like the protesters or whatever. Because like there were people that brought Nazi flags to that thing. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and this just goes to a greater point that I've talked about for multiple times. There aren't any. There haven't been any real Nazis since 1948. They lost. Any white identitarian groups aren't Nazi groups. The ones that do exist.
Yeah. So like, so basically, there's only a few groups of like angry whites that want to kill everybody else, right? Like you said, like the Ku Klux Klan and Aryan Brotherhood or whatever. And Southern Poverty
Law Center
is against white people, but in order to do that, they're funding these white supremacist
They're paying
groups
people to be like
to act up.
Yeah.
But have they even been acting up? Not really.
Only when they're getting paid to do it.
Yeah, but even then, they're not really acting up that much.
Which has come out in this indictment. Like, one reporter tried to come at Kash Patel and the people who were announcing this. They're like, so are you alleging that they paid millions of dollars to block? Like, there's no allegations. The indictment contains the facts that they did this. And this is anecdotal, but I'm gonna tap into a little bit of my personal experience here. Like, the people the white guys that I've met who are actually like hardline, like racist, supremacist, they know better than to go out and cause a stir. They know how much backlash. They know that it's not that time is past. That there's no moment for that. So they don't go out in public and act up because their own safety is more important to them than making a point. So this is evidence that any time that you've seen an event in modern times of like a white supremacist rally or people going out and throwing the swaths up and crap, like, that's not people who believe in that. That's people who got paid to go do that. This causes further questions. It deepens the narrative around like J6 being a complete op. The people who pushed it from just being a regular demonstration into actually storming the Capitol and putting Congress people's lives in danger, those were probably paid actors.
It's like the people that protest against ICE.
Also
Fake.
Yeah.
Everyone loves ICE. I think everyone in this country thinks they're cool.
Yeah. Well,
Just say the line. Say the line.
It's a verifiable scientific fact that ICE is cool.
Oh yeah, true. I was gonna say the line. Fuck ICE.
Just say the line.
Yeah, just say.
How hard is it to say the fucking line?
Yeah, how hard is it to say the line?
But that's crazy. One last story.
We can talk about the White House Correspondent Dinner or what?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, according to his Instagram, known IDF associate Cole Allen stormed the White House Correspondent Press Dinner in an attempt to assassinate the President of the United States. How do we know he's an IDF associate? There's a picture on his Instagram of him wearing one of their uniform items. But, yeah, he really fucking went for it. There's some security footage that leaked. The dude fucking Naruto ran through the lobby past security. And luckily they were on it and they dropped him immediately.
Did he shoot?
No, he didn't get a chance to shoot, but like he was carrying a gun on his way in. Once they stripped him down, he had a second handgun on him as well as a shotgun. So
good lord, heavily armed. What is the White House Correspondent Center?
Yeah, so...
Give us a little bit of background.
Yeah. Well, it used to be a much bigger deal. But essentially, it's like a ball. You know, like once a year, the White House hosts the sort of press corps and their associates, you know, for a nice dinner. Sometimes people speak. The most famous one that ever took place was back when Obama was in office, I believe his second term. And he used his speaking opportunity to mock the fuck out of Donald Trump and say that, like, oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious that he thinks he'll ever be the president. Because he couldn't be. He's too much of a buffoon. And I'm gay. I'm Barack Obama, Donald Trump's dumb, and I'm gay.
I'm not Barry Sulturian or whatever.
Yeah, and there's like a whole, you can go read a lot on this, that specific press house dinner.
I'm Barack Obama, and nobody knows my last name.
And
Let me be clear. My last name will forever be hidden. Barack Obama what? You might be asking. Well, you're just going to have to keep guessing.
But that particular dinner, that particular interaction, like, has become legendary. There's so many accounts of people being like, yeah, I was there that night, and I saw the fire that lit in Trump, and then, you know, it was, you know, just a couple of years later that he comes down those stairs and announces his presidency, and we've been living in the Trump age ever since. But personally, I think, you know, it's not that, like, a lot of people want to call this stage. They want to call it fake. They're like, oh yeah, they're just using this to create a narrative.
What, the shooting?
Yeah, or the attempted shooting, for sure.
I heard there were pop sounds or whatever, like gunshot sounds.
Yeah, that was the guy getting killed.
Oh, they killed him?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So, you know, there's people out there who want to go like, oh, this is fake, it's staged, they're going to use this to push some kind of narrative, they'll say that he was working for Iran, blah, blah, blah. You got to realize that, like, over the past 2 years, there's been at least 5 assassination attempts on Trump.
Yeah, that was the joke I was going to do. It's like, Trump's like, look, I'm tired of getting shot at, please stop shooting at me, we've had enough, my ear is gone, I'm okay though, please stop the shootings, I'm out of office in 2 years, just relax.
But this is just a thing that happens to him.
In communist America, you'd never have a shooter at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah. Folks, we love it. It's so exciting. Gives me raises my blood pressure. My doctors say it's not good, but what a thrill.
Personally, I love getting shot at. It means somebody likes me.
Yeah. If nobody hates you, nobody loves you. That's what I say.
Somebody was obsessed, I think.
Yeah.
Why is that boy so obsessed with me? Boy, I want to know.
But, yeah. So, I mean, but really, like, down, there was Butler. Then right after Butler, there was the guy on the golf course.
The golf course, yeah.
There's been at least one person who's tried to bum rush the White House. Now there's this guy. I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2 others in there. Like, it has happened so often at this point, it's barely a story. But, you know, it still happened. And, you know, the sick thing about it that made me feel sick about myself, I was like, oh, finally something happened in time to talk about on the show instead of after the show. Because, you know, usually we record and then something happens and we can't talk about it for a week.
Right. Yeah, you sick fuck. You want your president to get shot at.
And not my president.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's right, I'm dark woke now. I say things like the F slur.
This just in. Doug Bennett is an American. It's not his president.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, dude. At least they got him before he got anything done. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because that's been the problem, is that the shots have been going towards people. At least they got him. It sucks that he had to die. I wish they could have just, like, arrested him or something. Like, look, I know how you feel about this. I'm just saying, me personally, he didn't do anything wrong yet, per se. He had guns. That was his crime. Trying to run in there, but, you know. Anyway, you said he was IDF, though?
Yeah, I mean,
we don't know that connection. We don't know if that's really true or not.
He was wearing a uniform item on his Instagram.
Yeah, but we don't know if, like, Mossad told him to go do this, or if this was a personal conviction or whatever.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
We can't say what really happened.
He could have been an intelligence asset. You're right.
We don't know. We don't know. But we do know he had some connection.
Yeah.
Because, all those IDF people get to keep all their guns. I think in America, like, if you serve in the military, you give your guns back.
Well, you don't ever get to retain... You don't...
In the IDF, you get to keep stuff.
No, like...
You do!
For the I'm saying, I'm just illustrating the difference here. For the American military, the gun lives and stays at the armory. You have a period of time where you're allowed to... You check it out, you retain possession of it for a certain period of time, and then it better get checked back in.
So it's like a library.
Essentially.
That's your gun card.
Exactly.
This is my armory card.
Yeah.
Well, I think in IDF, like, people, like, leave with, like, stuff. Like a bag full of bullshit.
Man, I love paying taxes. That's great. Yeah.
Well, in that country, everybody serves in the military, so...
That's awesome. Eli Mouskowitz, I bought his fucking Beretta. Hell yeah. Anyway, but that was just not too much of a story, but interesting to go after him at like a press dinner of all places. That's like...
Yeah, maybe you could have done it somewhere a little less in front of everyone.
Yeah.
That was pretty publicized. It seems almost staged, but that's just what people want you to think, that it's staged. Maybe it's really not. Maybe it was just a thing. Some dumb dude.
Either way, we've talked about shots so much that I'm ready to part one.
You sure you don't want to talk about that death penalty?
Brother, I need to get out of here.
You sure? Come on, give us a little snippet of it.
Yeah, okay, so... Basically, they're bringing back firing squads because they can't figure out how to get lethal injections right. To me, this is the death penalty is a good thing. It should be an option all the time. Some people just need to die. But it's also more humane. There's like very few ways as quick and effective and honestly merciful to kill somebody as shooting them to death. So,
Look how they did my boy.
But,
look how they massacred my boy.
Good news as far as I'm concerned. Seriously, let's go.
Bad for a funeral.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
like,
no.
If it's open casket, bro.
Well,
just full of bullets.
They don't aim for the head in a firing squad. It's always center mass. You can still open casket on the center mass. Like, that's what clothes are for. They don't bury you in the clothes you get shot in.
Yes, they do.
Whatever.
They do now in today's America.
Part of shot.
You're really antsy today.
Yeah, I am.
Are you okay? What's going on?
It's part of shot.
Is it because you're hungry? Are you hangry right now?
Just part of shot.
It's okay, Doug. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
So never need to get so crooked. Look how they massacred my boy. He's in a hurry. Sorry, I'm rage baiting. Is it fun?
That was very fun.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, twitch.tv/Seth_Nacho 411. This upcoming week is a bit of a weird one. So Monday, I'll be doing a long stream. I announced this last week on stream, so you should have already heard it. But if you're not, if this is how you're hearing the news, Monday's a long stream. But now I might be able to do a stream on Tuesday, so we'll see.
Let's go!
So, maybe doing that one. Parting shot. Parting shot. Fuck. What is going on? Why are people so upset about a man wanting to have a daughter or a son? What's wrong with being a father? Why is that such a bad thing? Why do people think men don't want to be dads, Memo? This is a rhetorical question. It's kind of crazy. And, video games are fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got some good games this week.
Absolutely.
Even if Mouse isn't your favorite, my favorite, still some content for you.
Folks, we love content. Over here, you already know what your boy Doug B. Get at me where you at me. If you can't figure that out, then go read a fucking book. If you can't get in touch with me, do some self-improvement. Read How to Give Not a Shit About Fuck. Or read, How to Suck Life by the Balls. One of those type of books.
I was going to say, think really hard and send me a telepathic message.
Absolutely. And if you're a level 3 psionic, you can contact me by brainwave. Yeah, in terms of a parting shot, make sure to, this is the quarterly reminder, get your stretches in and do a baseline amount of maintenance PT. Go for walks here and there. Do a couple calf raises. Do an air squat perhaps. The more of your mobility that you let go, the less of it you can get back as you age. So it's important to take care of stuff like that. Just something to think about. And some things you could do. What you should do always, what you gotta always do, which is carry water, chop wood, and most importantly,
Shoot Shiose.
Peptides, clap strings, put all in my ear, put me in a dream.